Hi Queens, Sam here. I hope that you're doing amazing. So this is my first week back to work. Things have been hectic as I anticipated, but I'm here still really wanting to come here and share with you a few things that I'm hoping to be able to pack in this 30 in 30 before it ends. In my video today, I want to share with you three things that I do believe Black women need to get better at. My video is inspired by Stephanie Perry's video. Her video is titled Black Women Get Free, 3 Steps I Am Taking. And I'll put a link to her video in the description below mine so you guys can check it out after you're done watching my video. But in a nutshell, as I was watching her video, it really brought back some conversation that I've had with some of my girlfriends or like even with some customers and even my own life, right? Like, the way I've been navigating my life until, a few years ago when I really decided to take things into hands and being able to really become the captain on my own ship and put my foot down on certain things that somehow, people felt like I just had to go along with it. So I'll be sharing some personal stories as I'm going along, and I hope that that will inspire you to really um, learn from this and hopefully get better at it if you guys are not better at it just yet. So the first thing that I truly believe that Black women need to get better at is saying no. We have heard it many, many times that no is a complete sentence, no is a complete answer. So why are we not using it? Why are we not using it? Here's the thing. I believe, at least for myself, from what I realized, that people don't like to say no because they feel like they need to justify themselves after, and they don't want to do that. Because rarely people ask you, why are you saying yes? Nobody's asking you why you're saying yes. When someone asks you something, you say yes, you're like, okay, thank you, and then you move on. But unfortunately, sometimes when you say no to people, they feel like you need to give them any justification as to how you're saying no. But truly, you don't have to. And even if you have to, then you have to be comfortable saying, this doesn't work for me because of this, that, and then that's it. There is no opening for negotiation or anything like that. If you're strong about your no, if it's important for you to set that boundary, then you need to set the boundary and then you need to make sure that people respect it. So, tea time. I was having a conversation with my therapist and I was telling her how disappointed I was with a family member who made me do something on their behalf and then did not hold the part of the bargain. And then I found myself in a situation where I had to pick up the slack. And so my therapist asked me, was it the first time this happened? And I said, no. She's like, was it the second time that, I trusted that person and then that person did not deliver on their word? And I said, no. And then she's like, okay, so what is the number of time? How many times? And I couldn't really tell her because as far as I could remember, not all the time, each time, but as far as I could remember, there were a lot of instances where unfortunately that person said that they will do something and they did not do it. And I found myself having to pick up the slack. And so then she looked at me and she's like, okay, so in that case, why are you mad at that person? And I said, well, because they did not do what they said they would do. To which she responded, well, then that's not the first time. That's not the second time. This is not even the fifth time from what you're telling me. Maybe not even the 10th time. So you knew of that particular behavior of that person even before saying yes to that, the latest ask that they had for you, and you still went ahead and said yes. So why are you mad at them? So she asked me again, why are you mad at them? And I looked at her and I'm like, and I wanted to give the same answer, and then I realized really, I'm mad at myself. That's what it is. I am actually mad at myself because, as she said, I knew that, I knew of that behavior, but I still went ahead and I said yes. And the reason I said yes is really because I did not want to have any follow up to saying no, when really I should have said no and move on. But I did not want to be in a position where that person would be like, but then why are you saying no? And Stephanie, in her video, she said that, when she was young, she will say many times, oh, no, I don't feel like doing this. I don't want to do that. And a lot of, she's very particular. I'll say for the Black women that I know, the one that I talk to who are open about sharing their stories, that's not something we do often. Even in our adult age, we don't do that. We have that sense of responsibility toward people, and that we need to care for people, and we need to be there for people, forgetting that we are the most important people in our life. We don't want to disappoint people. Meanwhile, we are disappointing ourselves. And I don't want to be at the end of my life realizing that I've said yes to many people when saying yes to them was saying no to myself. And then trying to be mad at them when really I'll be mad at myself. And I do not want that. I have done that. It's not working for me. And I know it's not working for a lot of Black women out there. So, time for a change. Time for a change. No is a complete answer. No is a complete sentence. You don't even have to add to it. You just say no. That's it. That is it. And it's so important that after you say that no, that you make sure people respect it, that you don't change your mind after. You need to make sure people are respecting that boundary, because if you don't do it, then your no become not relevant. It becomes wishy-washy. People are like, oh, she says no, but you just have to um, you just have to insist a little bit, and then she will turn it into a yes. No, you need to make sure that you know what you want. And when people come to you and it's not aligned with your plans, with what you want, be comfortable saying no. Doesn't matter if it's a family member, if it's a friend, even if it's like in the work setting, if it's something that you feel like you can push back against it. So, first thing, be comfortable saying no. Then the second thing that I would like for us Black women to get better at is asking for what we want. Not letting people giving us things, not letting the promotion happening to us, but being comfortable enough to go and ask for it. I have seen so many times people, especially in the workplace, getting promoted, changing jobs, being on some very important project because they open their mouth and ask for it. A lot of us, when we were growing up, a lot of Black women, what we were told, do your job, be good at what you're doing, and eventually you're going to get that promotion, you're going to get that salary raise. We all know today that's not the way it works. That's why I'm very so big on Black parents teaching their kids on how to build their network, and have social skills to be able to be in circles that are going to be helping you to advance in your life, professionally and personally. So, Black women, no, don't wait for that promotion. Don't wait for that raise. Don't wait to be assigned to the project. Look at it, look at where you want to be, and decide what's going to be the next step. And be comfortable going to your manager or to whomever you need to go to and make the ask. Make the ask. When you ask, you're already putting it out there in the universe. You're telling the universe, that's what I want. It cannot happen if you don't ask. So ask for what you want. Very important. The third thing that I would like for Black women to get better at is negotiating. Oh boy, negotiating. I mean, this could be an entire video like of so many hours. Why are we good? Actually, I feel like when it comes to negotiation, we kind of like pick places. We feel like when we go to the market, local market, it's okay to negotiate. But when it comes to our um, earning and, for same thing for things we want, it's harder. Negotiate. How many of us have negotiated their salary before starting? How many of us have negotiated that promotion? How many of us have negotiated a retention bonus, a sign up bonus, benefits, vacation? How many of us? Not many. I've started learning about that because I got into circles of permanently non Black people, and they're doing it every day, asking for what they want and negotiating. That's what it is. When you have conversation with people, wealthy people who are making the thing or doing the thing, and they're like, yeah, you want that? Just ask for it. Go see this person, ask for it, and negotiate. What did they tell you? Negotiate. Listen, even if you don't have what you want after you're done negotiating, at least you would have tried. It's better to try and not get it than to not try. Because if you don't try, you will be left forever asking yourself, what could have happened had I asked? You don't want that. And you're going to get better at it. You might not be successful the first time, you might not be successful even the first 5 times, but keep at doing it and learning from people who have done it. And list help. Get into communities of people who are doing it. Get a mentor, get a coach, and negotiate. Negotiate. So, all that just to say that we are so good at so many things as Black women. Gosh, there is nothing more gorgeous and amazing on this earth than a Black woman and everything we do. And that's not to diminish any other race or like any other Black woman or other race or anything like that, but it's just to say things that I've seen Black women do. I have to be honest, not many other races or like women out there can endure it because they don't have to. They don't have to. Nobody has told them that they had to. But so many things we were told that we need to endure, we need to do, we need to think, when really that's not the case. So let me know in the comment, what are those 3 things that you're good at? What are those 3 things you need to get better at? Because we need to get better at it. We need to get free. We need to start living our lives. And for that, we need to know what we want. If you don't know what you want, people will have the agenda for you. They will have an agenda for you. If there is a space for people to feel in your life, trust me, they'll fill it out for you. So take that time. The introspection, priceless. Priceless. So that was me today, because that video from Stephanie really made me think. And also with the discussion with my therapist, very close to the time that I watched the video, I really felt like I needed to come out here and share this with you. So thank you again for watching. Let's continue this conversation. Let me know in the comments how this landed with you. Also share if there is any other thing that you feel like Black women need to get better at. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also share with any other Black woman in your life who could definitely use the information that I've shared here. And let's get better together. We can do this. We can do this. It's not easy, but your future self will thank you. Until tomorrow, keep on building wealth. Bye-bye.